If you're anything like me, all you want to do after a hard day of doing nothing is to sit back, relax, and watch your favorite YouTuber. Unfortunately, our lovable peanut gallery never quite got the chance to enjoy such a leisure, because they're all old men. So, today, I wanted to answer the question, if TF2 mercenaries were to watch YouTube, which YouTubers would be their favorite? And, because I am in a joyful mood, if you stick long enough, I'll throw in some bonus characters at the end. Quick disclaimer, I specifically tried to go for more TF2 centered YouTubers, but if you guys would like me to do it again with just YouTubers in general, let me know in the comments below. Now let's begin. Usually with lists like this, people would start off with Scout, but I think this is unfair towards the rest of the mercenaries, so I leave the order to be completely up to chance. Oh bugger. When it comes to Scout, as far as his personality goes, I think he would watch the most brain-rotting content imaginable. Either that, or stuff about people that talk about themselves a lot, since that is also something he enjoys doing. But most importantly, I think he would watch videos that are really funny to him, but in reality are not all that funny. Which is why I think Scout's favorite TF2 YouTuber will be the entirety of the Choconuts. I don't think I need to elaborate on this one. Alright, let's try this one more time. Hopefully, this time it would actually be random. Oh, for heaven's sake! For Soldier, I had a few contenders in mind. I was originally thinking about Lazy Purple, mostly because of his How It Feels to Play Soldier video. But then, my good friend Circus Productions brought up a different YouTuber that he thinks would fit the bill. When it came to Soldier, I had a few criteria the YouTuber will need to meet. 1. They need to be American. 2. They give off a chaotic energy. And quite frankly, I don't think that anyone fits this bill better than Anthony. Now, some of you might not know who Anthony is, so I'll just let you see a single clip of his.
Killing demo.
Oh my god! Oh!
What? Yo, what? Hey, flip, sword, flip.
I don't think I need to explain any further. Next up is... finally this damn thing works. For Sniper was also slightly difficult, because what character trait does Sniper have other than pissing? So, I tried going a different route. We know that Sniper loves his job, and I think he would like to watch others do his job too. So I started looking for Sniper players that he might enjoy. Circus helped me out with this one as well, and we both reached a conclusion that Sniper would probably enjoy Fat Magic quite a bit. Not only is Fat Magic a good sniper, but he's also laid back, and he's just pleasant overall, and I think Sniper himself would like him quite a bit. Next up on the list is Demoman, and like most other characters, he was also quite difficult to figure out. There aren't that many TF2bers that are associated with drinking, so I tried a different approach. Instead of going for a YouTuber that drinks a lot, I tried to think of a YouTuber that makes content that is so utterly unenjoyable that can only make me feel any sort of joy if I am completely shit-faced. A YouTuber that plays a class that nobody likes, if it even classifies as a class, not to mention that his videos are unnecessarily long and uninteresting. If only such a YouTuber existed. Next bug on the list. I don't understand what's wrong with this random number generator, but due to the rules I set in place, I guess I have to talk about Heavy now. When it comes to Heavy, I knew what kind of YouTuber I needed to look for. I needed a YouTuber that makes commentary videos, rather than gameplay ones. I think that Heavy would enjoy those a lot more since he's into literature. Now, I don't mean to compare a 12-hour-long video about Badwater to Crime and Punishment, but I still think Heavy would appreciate the thought that goes on behind videos like it. With that being said, I think Heavy would enjoy Squim Jim's videos. Squim Jim seems like a down-to-earth guy. While I have no personal connections to him, he seems like someone I'd grab drinks with, and his videos seem just right up Heavy's alley, so I don't think this is an outrageous connection to make. Now, with that out of the way, let's hope that the next mercenary isn't Engineer, or we'll absolutely lose it. Alright, I come up with that. You know Pyro, he's a goofy little guy that thinks he's spreading joy and whimsy, but in actuality is an unhinged arsonist that creates destruction wherever he goes. But because of the Pyrovision aspect of things, I think Pyro's favorite TF2 YouTuber would be Blue Panda. If you're unfamiliar with Blue Panda's YouTube channel, just have a look and tell me what you think.
Oh, Medic! Stay close to me! Medic!
Yeah, this was probably the easiest mercenary on the list. Speaking of the list, the next mercenary is... Now, I know what you're probably thinking, and no, it's not going to be Uncle Dane. Not because I don't think Angie would enjoy Uncle Dane's videos, but because I think there's a different YouTuber Engineer would enjoy a lot more. Similar to Heavy, I don't think Engineer would be interested in gameplay videos, but I do think that I would really enjoy videos that are more about the technical side of Team Fortress 2. Hence why I think the Engineer's favorite TF2 YouTuber would be Showtime. If you're not familiar, Showtime makes videos mostly about map making in TF2, but also more technical stuff, like talking about the 64-bit update when that came out, for example. And I think that Engineer would enjoy these sort of videos. Anyways, next mercenary. I know I tried to keep this list mostly to YouTubers who don't play the character I'm talking about, but I think it's required for Spy. Spy's whole character is that he thinks really highly of himself. So I think he would really like to watch a YouTuber that gives tips about how to play Spy more effectively. Personally, I think that Spy's favorite YouTuber in that sub-genre would be Jonto Hill 2. Jonto makes videos talking about every little aspect in Spy gameplay, whether it's trick stabs, disguises, different weapons, all sorts of stuff. And I think that Spy would really enjoy watching videos like that. Or it's tough to feed his ego, after all. On to our last mercenary. As for Medic, I think that due to his experience in the medical field, he has seen stuff that most others could not handle. I know every other mercenary sees blood often, maybe except for Pyro, but I think that Medic especially wouldn't mind blood at all, which is why I think Medic's favorite TF2 YouTuber would be Grouch, because 8 seconds of bleed on every weapon don't scare him one bit. With all of our mercenaries out of the way, I think it's time I do good on my promise and talk about some more additional characters. I don't think Pauling would be a big fan of TF2 content at all. She strikes me as the more professional and formal type, which is why I don't think it's a stretch to say that Pauling's favorite TF2 YouTube channel will be the official TF2 YouTube channel. To me, it makes sense, and I'm honestly fairly happy with this choice. If you disagree, let me know in the comments down below. For Saxton, it's a little more difficult than Pauling. Saxton's whole thing is that he's an Australian that likes to punch things really hard, and TF2 YouTubers don't strike me as the type of people to fight it out in the ring, which is why I think that Saxton will watch an Australian YouTuber, and the first one that came to mind is Almaxo. Yep, that is my reasoning, and I will not be taking any further questions. My answer for Greyman might come off as a little odd to you at first, but please allow me to explain why I think Greyman's favorite YouTuber will be Wheezy TF2. Wheezy does primarily MVM content, and I do think that if Greyman had any source of insider knowledge on how the mercenaries keep beating his robots, he would not pass up the chance. So, I think Greyman would love watching Wheezy's videos, purely to see what he needs to do to better his robots. We have reached the final character on the list, and what a character it is. Marasmus is a wizard that gives off a very chaotic energy. No matter the situation, if Marasmus is involved, you know that it's going to be a very bizarre and weird time. There's only one YouTuber I can think of that will match his bizarreness. That YouTuber being, of course, my good friend Sucus Productions. I'm aware that some of you may not know who he is, but trust me, I do believe that once Marasmus starts watching Sucus' videos, he would not be able to stop. Well, that concludes my list of what TF2bers each TF2 character would watch. I'm going to link all of the channels I was talking about in the description, and I'd like to hear your thoughts down in the comments. I'd like to give an extra special thank you here to my Patreons on YouTube members for directly supporting this channel, with the elite tier of those being Saber Silver, Sucus, and Hatsune Miku. Happy Tuesday everyone, I will see you later down the sunny road.
100% in games is not fun. If you truly love a game, once you've completed absolutely everything there is to do in it, the overall experience going forward is lessened. To combat this, modern day developers seem to be doing absolutely everything in their power to make 100%ing their games either extremely time consuming